We're going to look at dynamic content and specifically how you can use it to convert more prospects into customers. So let's look at an example. Let's just say you've got a web form on your website and this is a contact us page of someone who's teaching Spanish. Now, after someone fills in the form, they get an email. The way that this email is created is really interesting because what happens is that for the first question it says, have you learned Spanish before? And if they choose no or very little, the first paragraph of that email will say, oh, I noticed you're just starting to learn Spanish. But if they said instead of no or very little, yes, I'm an advanced, it will say, well, I noticed you're an advanced speaker. So what's happening here is that every paragraph is varying based on the response in the form. Another question, why are you interested? For travel, our classes will teach you Spanish when you're traveling, or if it's school, our classes will help you improve your marks. So that can be used to customize your response so that people feel recognized, they feel warm, they feel, okay, this person really cares. Now, it can become even more interesting when you use it to generate leads. And a typical example is something like this, where someone's saying, take the influence test or fill in this scorecard. So 60% opt-in rates for this are typical because people fill in a series of questions and then at the end of it, they get something like this. And it says, enter your email to see your results. Now, if someone's gone to all the trouble to fill in all of those questions, they're going to want to know the results. So here's an example of that. So let's just say someone says, how clear are you on your purpose and why do you want to do what you do? This is for someone in leadership. To what degree do you feel you inspire others? And then for each question, what happens is we have a drop down. So there's unexplored, beginning, developed, well-developed, and expert. Now, the first three indicates that they're just beginning. The last two indicates that they're actually quite advanced. So what happens here is that for the beginners, what we do is we send them a simple strategy. So for that question, if they chose unexplored, beginning, or developing, we treat them as a beginner, and the first paragraph is a simple strategy. Then for well-developed and expert, what happens is they are now advanced, and so as a result, we're going to send them a more advanced strategy. So let's look at an actual email so you can actually see how this works. So here we are in the email, and as you'll see here, for each question, there is a heading. So here it's your purpose, and they've obviously indicated they're a beginner. So the first line acknowledges that and says, oh, so based on your response, you're going to learn something new, and it gives them an idea. Similarly, happiness, based on your response, you're going to learn something new. Now, for example, let's just say we go to here, taking full responsibility. So you've had some success with this, and then the strategy is slightly more advanced. So as you can see, each paragraph is changing based on their response, and as a result, the person is not getting a boring generic email, but is getting something specifically related to their particular situation.